how many of you know about question tags? Is there anyone who knows about question tags? Any participants? Yes, Suresh. Suresh, then Eduardo.
Yes, the question tag that gives like what, whom. These are the double edged questions, right? Question that gives you about questions. All big questions we have, right? That is a question tag.
Exactly. Yes, Eduardo.
Yes, and question tag is a short phrase that we add to the end of a sentence, like, isn't it or don't you? Yes. And so,
Exactly. So now we are going to start question tags. This is our topic. We are moving to the slides. Okay, who can read it? Is there anyone who can read, who wants to read?
Yes, sir. I can do it.
Please, Javed, read it.
Yes. Question tags are short questions at the end of statements. They are mainly used in speech when we want to confirm that something is true or not, or encourage a reply from the person we are speaking to. Question tags are formed with the auxiliary or modal verb from the statement and the appropriate subject.
Exactly. Question tags are short questions at the end of statement. So whenever we have any kind of statement, so this question tag is used at the end of the part of the sentence or after the sentence. They are mainly used in speech when we want to confirm that something is true or not. When we want to sure or when we want to confirm anything from somebody or someone or from the people. So that moment we use question tags to encourage a reply from the person or we are speaking. So sometimes we encourage the people. We push the people to answer the questions. Okay. And question tags are formed with auxiliary or modal verb from the statements. That's depend upon the what kind of auxiliary or modal verb is used. So we use the question tags according to the auxiliary or modal verbs. So I think that is clear about the question tags, what all the question tags are, and what is the meaning of question tags. So now we are moving to the rules. The first rule: a positive statement is followed by a negative question tags. So when we have positive statements, positive sentence means we don't have any kind of negative sentence. So that is followed by a negative question tags. When we have positive first sentence, so another sentence means question tag would be in negative. So we have example, Jack is from Spain, isn't he? Okay, so Jack is from Spain. We'll speak in that way. Jack is from Spain, isn't he? Because we are confirming this. And you're watching that here auxiliary verb that is used, it's a is. Okay, and we are also making this sentence in negative form and we are using is. So both sentences would be in the same tenses. Jack is from Spain, isn't he? We speak in that manner. We also use some expressions, and this is very important while bringing expression, intonations, and reaction, because in the conversation, reaction is very important. If somebody is asking any question and you are asking some questions to other people, so the reaction of answer is very important. If you have expressions along with the reaction, so that's very good. It will make your sentence or speech more glamorous or beautiful. Mary can speak English. Can she? Okay, so we are just confirming it. Can she? Isn't he? We speak in that manner. All right. The next word, next rule we have. Okay, the first one, a positive statement is followed by negative, and now we are reading the rule number 2. A negative statement is followed by a positive questions. When we have negative statement, it would be followed by a positive question text. Miss, they aren't funny. They aren't funny. Miss, they are not funny. Are they? Are they funny? Okay, we speak in this manner. They are not funny. Are they? Miss, we are confirming this thing. Actually, they are funny or not. Okay, do you think that they are funny? They are not funny. Okay, he shouldn't say things like that. He shouldn't say things like that. Should he? Are you getting? He shouldn't say things like that. You just speak the sentence 2 or 3 or 4 times. Then you can understand the expressions. Because mainly we bring the expressions. In communication skill, expressions are very important. And if you are using more question tags, that moment you would be bringing more expressions, more reaction. Okay, so this is very clear. If you don't understand anything, if you have any questions, you would be asking to me, right? After completing entire thing. And the rule number 3, it's when the verb in the main sentence is in simple present, we form the question tags with do or does. That's very clear. So we have present indefinite. It's a positive. Of course, when we would be having negative sentence, so we'd be using do or does. Okay. You play the guitar. You play the guitar. Don't you? We put some stress on question tags, and sometimes we use fall, rise, intonation. Do you know what is the meaning of fall, rise, intonation? Fall, rise means when we have to slow, and after that we just rise the sound. When we talk about the file browse, so we are talking about the sound. So don't you? Okay, you play the guitar. Don't you? All right. Sanya likes tennis, doesn't she? We speak in that manner. Okay. In the same manner, if verb is in the form of past, if verb is in the simple past, we use did. Examples: they went to the cinema, didn't they? She studied in New Zealand, didn't she? Okay, so we speak in this way. We also take 1 or 2 seconds of pause so that we can explain or express our reaction. So then we are moving to the rule number 5. When the statement contains a word with a negative meaning, the question tag needs to be positive. He hardly ever speaks. Does he? He hardly ever speaks. Means there isn't any kind of negative sentence. Okay? But the thing is that we are talking about the statements, so we scarcely, means rarely we speak. Does he? Somebody is very much shy or does not participate in the conversation, so he hardly ever speaks. Does he? So just we are confirming that does he speak? They rarely eat in a restaurant. Do they? Okay. Now rule number 6. If the statement has a modal, it is repeated in the tag examples. Can, should, would, must, these are called the modal verbs. So here we have got the examples. Parul can go herself. Can she? You just need to keep one thing in your mind, that the first sentence, just see the first sentence. You need to make question tags according to the first sentence auxiliary or modal verb. Okay? Just pay attention on auxiliary or modal verb or helping verb. Parul can go herself. So here we are using can, so we need to make sentence in a can't. Can she? Can she, right? You should get up early. Shouldn't you? You wouldn't do that. Would you? Okay. Then rule number 7. With the simple present tense, we use do, does, don't, doesn't. While with the simple past tense, we use did, didn't. With the present perfect, we use have and haven't. We know very well all these things. Tenses we know very well. Okay. Then they like going to the movie theater, don't they? You don't take sugar in a tea, do you? Okay, so we speak in that manner. Do you? Don't they? Doesn't he? Doesn't he? Okay, one more thing I want to tell to you. The pronunciation of he, that becomes e. Okay, when he is in the middle of the sentence or at the last of the sentence. Doesn't he? We speak doesn't he. We don't say doesn't he. We say doesn't he. We speak in this way. You all watch television during the night. Didn't you? Didn't you? We say didn't you or didn't you or didn't you. So we have got three ways of pronouncing didn't. Did not, didn't, didn't. Okay. The next we have got rule number 8. Question tags with have and do are often possible after the auxiliary have or has examples. Kumar has 2 cars. Hasn't he? Or doesn't he? Doesn't means doesn't, does not, has, have he. Okay, but we use doesn't he. Okay, so here we have got some exceptionals. Kumar has 2 cars. Hasn't he? Or doesn't he? Doesn't he have, does not have we don't speak here. Okay, does not, actually we say if you have something, so I say I have car, and if you have to speak this sentence in negative way, I don't have car. Or many people they say I have no car, I have not car. People they say I have not car, that's a wrong sentence. Okay, so doesn't he have, this is the complete sentence, but we do not speak have here because we are using question tags. Doesn't he? She has a nice kitten. Hasn't she? Or doesn't she? Miss, doesn't she carry the kitten? You haven't house, have you? Or do you have? But we don't say have, we only say do you. They have a garden, haven't they? Or don't they? You just read everything, all the rules, and you can understand. Rule number 9. If the statement contains words such as no, no one, nothing, nobody, scarcely, hardly, hardly, ever, never, neither, seldom, under no circumstances, etc., it is considered a negative statement and followed by affirmative text. Examples. Like we are talking about the hardly, nothing, never, she, hardly, okay, or no. We are talking about these words. Julia hardly ever drinks Coke. Does she? Nothing will cure his illness. Will it? He never acts like a gentleman, does he? She is hardly the right person for the job. Is she? We are confirming all these things. We are not sure about these things. It is no good. Is it? Is it good or not? Is it? Then rule number 10. If the subject of a statement is somebody, anybody, nobody, everybody, no one, and neither, use the pronoun they in a question tags. Examples. Okay, whenever you have somebody, everybody, nobody, so you just need to use they, and that's it. Somebody entered the garden, didn't they? Everybody was upset, weren't they? Nobody object to the plan, do they? Okay, that's very clear. Then rule number 11. When the subject of the statement is that or this, the pronoun in the tag is it. So when we have this and that, so just use it only. The pronoun they is for their plural form, these and for those. Now here we have got the example. This is expensive necklace, isn't it? So it is for necklace. Those are very naughty children, aren't they? We're talking about the children. That wasn't a big surprise, was it? These weren't yours, were they? So that's, just keep this thing in your mind, this, those, that. If you're watching these things, just you need to use only it or they. Okay. The rule number 12. When we use there plus be and combination in a sentence, the pronoun in the tag is there. Examples are, so when you use there and be, there is in be is as it's a verb, it's an auxiliary verb, progressive verb, sorry, it's a progressive verb. There isn't a hotel next to the museum. Is there? There won't be any trouble. Will there? So we use only there. When we talk about the any kind of problems or places, so there only use the word there. There is a bus to Atlantic City every hour. Isn't there? So we're talking about the place Atlantic City. There weren't any children at a school. So school is also a kind of place. So were there. So here we are using only there. Okay. Then rule number 13. When let is used in a sentence, the question tag used in a shall we. Okay, so whenever you see let's, you use shall in the form of question tags. Let's go to the movie theater, shall we? So we are giving a kind of suggestions. We are giving suggestions to our friends. We are doing conversation and we have some suggestions. Let's go to the party. Let's go to enjoy driving like that. Shall we? Should we go or not? We can speak in that manner, but here we are using question tag, so we can speak in that manner. Shall we? So when you see let's, just use shall. Let's have a party, shall we? Let's drink a tea, shall we? Then rule number 14. Have to is considered simple present and had to consider simple past. So when you see have to, has to, use simple present, and had to use simple past. Now here we have example. Your father has to wear glasses, doesn't he? Okay. We had to borrow some money to buy a new house, didn't we? Or didn't we? They didn't have to read the storybooks, did they? Okay. So just use has to, have to, or had to. So just to make up simple present simple and past simple. Now we have got the rule number 15. Some introductory phrases such as I'm afraid, I think, I believe, I'm sure, I suspect, I suppose. It appears that, it seems that, it looks that. If you see all these words, I'm afraid, I believe, sure, suppose, it looks, it seems, as far as I remember, as far as I can see, etc. These words, these phrases, you can say transitional phrases, don't affect the questions except for the transfer of negations. I suppose you are not serious. Okay, if you see all these things, so it will not affect your question text. I suppose you are not serious. Are you? I think my mom returned home, didn't she? I don't suppose you are serious. Are you? I don't suppose you are serious. Are you? How to learn English for teaching exams. Okay, so that was not written. There was. Okay, then next we have. So here we can choose how to learn English for teaching. So don't we. We can use here don't we. Then rule number 17. Okay, 15 was, then 16. 16 was missed. Okay, fine. So I'll tell you about the 16 rules. It was missed. Rule number 17. After positive imperative, we use will you, won't you, can you, can't you, couldn't you, or could you. Yet for the negative imperative, we only use will you. For example, you know about the imperative sentences that also called as a surprise sentences, like open the door. Will you, or won't you, or can you, could you. You can use either of any one. Don't play with your toys. So it's a kind of order that can be said when you're giving kind of order, or when you're saying or requesting something, right? When you're saying something to someone. So that moment you can, Mr. Dwivedi, please mute yourself. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry, sir.
I'm listening your conversation. It's okay. All right, so we are talking about the imperative sentence. Open the door. Will you? Won't you? Can you? Could you? Don't play with your toys. So you can say, will you? Okay. Then rule number 18. After I am, the tag is used, aren't I? Okay. So you need to just to keep this rule in your mind. It can be called as a exceptional rule. When you use I am, when you see am is there, so we don't say am here. We don't use am here. We use are, aren't I. It's called aren't I. Okay. I'm I'm the one, aren't I? I'm the trainer. Aren't I? We use in this way, aren't I? All right. Or like I'm the best, aren't I? So we speak in this way. I'm your father, aren't I? I'm a bit late, aren't I? I'm a teacher, aren't I? So we speak in this way. Yeah, aren't I? We if you don't say aren't I, you can say aren't I. Okay? That's a way of explaining or expressions or reactions. So some exceptions. One exceptions I have already told you. Some verbs expressions have different question tags. For examples, I am, I'm attractive, aren't I? Positive imperative, stop daydreaming. Will you, won't you? Negative imperative, don't stop singing. Will you? Actually, here we are using do, does, but question tags is in will. Okay, let's let's go to the beach, shall we? Have got possessions. He has got a car, hasn't he? There is a there aren't any spider in the bedroom, are there? This and that is this is Paul's pen, isn't it? So these are the some exceptions. So you can read it. You can do one thing. You can read twice, thrice the entire documents. If you still don't understand anything, you can drop a message in a WhatsApp group and you can tag me and I can explain you. And this is not very typical thing, those who already are learning English language so they can understand easily. And this is very important. Just bring all the sentences, all the question tags in your general conversations. Suppose you're asking something, you are doing some chatting or conversation, doing some conversation with your friends, so you can use in that manner. Like if I'm asking something to you, like Sky, have you taken bath today? Have you? Okay, I'll speak in that way. So if I ask Eduardo, did you go yesterday to the cinema? Didn't you?
No.
Okay, didn't you? So I'll speak. You can speak in that way. Okay, you ask and you also confirm in the form of question text. Okay. Yes, Suresh. Suresh, do you have any questions? Anything do you want to ask?
No, sir. It's clear.
That's great. Your hand was raised.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
guys. So did you understand the question text? Any confusion, any things? So we have also some questions. You'll be discussing these questions in your breakout room. So these are the questions. You can also add some more questions from your own side. And you can take a screenshot of these questions.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hello, Sunil. How are you?
Sir, I am doing great, sir. So I am sorry because I was doing so many work. So now I present here and I have a question for you. So you know, sir, I think suppose I am going to use seldom and rarely, occasionally. So what it means? What tag question I am going to add? It means maybe it's used to negative or positive, sir. Sometimes I was confusing.
See, when you are using seldom or scarcely, hardly, rarely, right? So you will use, it will not affect your sentence. Okay? If it is will, shall, could, can, so you will use can, could according to the sentence. in the question tags. All right. So there was some example like nothing will cure his illness. Will it? So will is there. Okay, let me share you once again. So it was already there. I think that you have not seen that. Let me share you, right? So Julia hardly ever drink Coke. Does she? It's a present indefinite. Nothing will cure his illness. Will it? He never acts like a gentleman. Does he? Okay. So all these things, all the rules are already there. I have covered almost all the rules. Right. One
Okay,
rule
thank you,
was
sir.
left 16. You just read the entire documents. You can understand. You can understand all the rules. Everything I have covered it. Okay. But
Thank you, sir.
you just to practice. And like, you know, and we hardly use, we actually so far we have not been using question tags. And now you come to know about the question tags. And after that, when you would be using these question tags in your conversations, at that moment, you'd be remembering some rules in your mind. Okay. So generally we use very simple sentences like does, has, have, or does, like should or must and can, and that's it. Miss seldom or hardly, scarcely, hardly we use. If you are using, so that's very simple. The first sentence was in a particular tenses like must or has or have. So you just make the question tags according to the first sentence, first statements. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
Sunil, you know,
I got
you were absent in that class. I was remembering I did not have your number. Otherwise, I would have called you of the sessions of memory. Okay, you have asked me a lot of time, but I taught you, but still I'll share you the video. You can watch that video.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely, sir. Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, sir.
So now I'm going to create a breakout room. So you can join your breakout room and can discuss everything. And let me create some more. Okay.
Yeah, can you share the questions here in the chat box?
Yes, of course. Thank you for telling me. I'm sharing the questions in a chat box. Welcome back, all the participants.
Hello, Jakir, Fani, Azita.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. All the people come here. I think, yeah, everybody has come. So guys, please turn on your camera so that we can take a picture. Please turn on your camera, all the people. All the participants are requested to turn on your camera. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just Tika now. Share your reviews about your conversation. Hello, Tika.
Yes, hello. Hi, Shashiraj. What did you say?
You were saying something.
Oh, yeah. I would love to join in the breakout room with Alale and Anita. Based on the question, I learned a lot from them about the political situation in Iran, also India, and also how the education system in those countries. So I think this topic is so helpful for me to understand Iran, also India. That is my opinion about my breakout room.
Thank you very much, Tika, for speaking.
You're welcome.
Okay, yes, Dana. Do you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Just want to ask you, in our breakout room, there is one question that all of us didn't exactly know what the meaning of the question, number 9. Can you explain more? What the meaning of that question?
Yeah,
so hard to understand.
the Western culture. The Western culture.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you.
Where we not believe in any tradition. Or thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean that pop culture is a West culture?
yeah, can be said as a,
Oh, okay, okay. Thank
it
you.
can be
Oh
said.
my God.
Western culture, pop music, all these things
Mhm.
can be studied, can we bring in our education, can we bring all these things?
Mm.
But some private institutions, they teach all these things.
Yeah, but we skip it.
Yes, and few people, they have interest of learning all these things, and they are learning. Still as a form of arts, it's also the form of arts, but uh, people, for making money, it's making glamorous, and they are making,
Yeah.
they, it is a demand of the market, it's a demand of the people, so that's why making it glamorous. It's a kind of arts, can be said. There is nothing wrong in this kind of music or Western culture like that. Okay, especially the
Okay.
movies and the web series, they are pooping the environment, spoiling the environment and atmosphere. All right. Yes, anybody else want to say something? Is there anyone else?
Regarding pop culture, we discuss, sir. Regarding pop culture, we discuss. It's not only impact your music, everything, even lifestyle, family values also. You are not believe in the stick marriage. You are doing divorce frequently. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to send your parents in old age home later on. But all societies are not comfortable with that culture, especially we Indian people.
Mm-hmm.
In America, might be it will successful, it will run because lot of social security is there. But I think in few European country also it will not succeed. Or in India, it's not possible at all. And because we hardly all depend on that tradition, family value, our USP is like this only.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have other than this. What I want to tell, Guru Sisya Parampara,
Mm-hmm.
uh, family value,
Mm-hmm.
respect to parents, respect to family, kid,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, actually, in these kind of country, Western cultures, especially, they have boarding system, boarding schooling, and most of the parents, they both work, they both have job, so it is their compulsion to send their kids in a boarding school. So that is why kids, they are adopting this kind of culture, because there is no any pressure of parents, and they are living their life lonely, and they are enjoying their life, because their parents have a lot of money. How much kids they ask for money, parents, they provide the money. So all these things are also responsible for this kind of culture. And living here in India, we cannot speak more about these things, because if you talk about any American person, if you have any American, he can tell us more about it. Or if any Indian who is living in America, he can also tell about all these things. We can tell deeply about things. I know a lot of things about it, but I cannot speak here, because here everybody comes from different kind of countries. Okay. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Dwivedi, for speaking. Yes, now who'd like to speak?
Hello,
Mhm. Please go ahead.
good morning.
Good morning.
I'm from Peru.
Yes. Do you want to say something more, Rosemel?
Hello, understand me?
Do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
say? Do you want to speak more?
Yes, yes. I think you are a little advanced for me because I am a student for 3 months, 3 months recent.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can, you understand them. So I am from Peru. I have a 22 years old. I don't know something. Sorry.
But that's okay. Stay with us and keep joining our meeting every day, and try to do conversation with our participant, understand them. If you don't understand, ask them again and again. They will let you know. Okay. Thank you very much. And try to join in time before 2 hours. Calculate the time according to your country. Just join before 2 hours. Okay. Yes, Mr. Alam.
Yes, sir. We are just discussing about too many things. I mean, today's discussion questions only 10, and we are discussing all the questions in our breakout room. And here we learn a lot of things. Especially, I learned a lot of things from Marcos, which person is come from Brazil, and another one is Eldres, which come from Mozambique. And we are just discussing about role model. It's really important for all of us. Yeah, we need to just follow someone. We need to learn from the legend. And legend are knows lot of things, and they are not are not famous in this world within a short period. So I think this kind of discussion really improve us lot, and we are just trying to follow this kind of legends, this kinds of role models. Yeah, we are not encourage bad things. We are always try to do good things, and that is really helpful not only in our daily life, it also have an impact for longer version in our life. I really appreciate this kind of discussion from all over the world. I really congratulates all of the participants in my breakout room, and they are really discussing really interesting thing for me to learn a lot of things. And thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alam, for speaking. Now, who would like to speak?
Can I talk, sir?
Please.
There was a topic very, very interesting to me.
Just our government.
Do
There
you
are
see?
some corruption, unfortunately.
Can you see how is our situation related to corruption in Brazil? No one's believe in our government. It's terrible.
I want
Yeah,
to share. I want
all
to
the
say
person of
something.
Brazil.
Wait, Mr. Dwivedi. Wait, Mr. Dwivedi. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, all the person from Brazil are discussing the same questions. And sometimes we need to pass bad times, and politicians are not good at all in any country all over the world. Can you imagine it? How many peoples are we live in all over the world? Only few people they are control all of us. We need to think, we need to be aware. Yeah, everywhere is happening right now. And this kind of conflict only for them, only for their business, not for you, not for me. That's my observation. And they are just using all of us, and they are just thinking about their only their pocket, and they are just uh, trying to lead the post life by uh,
Okay, you are frozen, Mr. Alam. Thank you very much for speaking. Mr. Alam was frozen. So anybody else wants to say something about the conversation or topic or anything else?
About politician, I want to tell sir something.
Mm-hmm.
We also heard, we read in Times of India, a lot of protests are going on in Brazil related to vaccination, scam, everything. One thing, Brazilian people, I tell them, they have a very good democracy. That's why government people, they allow us citizens to come out and, okay, 2000 years back, Plato told, politics is like theater and all politicians are like dancers. And they try to attract from different poses to citizens. So, okay, politicians are like that only. But we believe or not your government, we can't believe in government. Okay, we respect them since we elected them. We have faith, but we can't believe everything blindly to them, because lot of things they are doing because of out of politics. In India also, they are taking lot of taxes. They're supposed to spend on us, but for getting vote in next future election, they are spending somewhere else, or they are using for their party purpose to contest election next time, or for personal gain. So okay, we can accept this, but through education, we enlighten the citizens that they will do check and balance to government. If Because if you give freedom to anybody, any government, any organization without check, so 100% chances is there that they will become corrupt. So some sort of check and balance is also required everywhere. America, lot of transparency is there. Lot of people are educated. They question the government. A place is very free. That's why things are coming out. So we'll educate. If Brazil also, they will do it. They will vote judiciously in next election. In India also, everywhere. In Pakistan also, if people are educated, they understand the importance of democracy. They but always they just make fool in Pakistan ki, okay, if civil without military we can't. I don't want to. Everywhere politicians are doing same thing. Military dictators are doing. All dictators try to show patriotic. Hitler also did it. Ki, I'm taking revenge from England, America of First World War, and he started make dictatorship. Even Saddam Hussein also did it. Same thing. Everywhere they make fool out of patriotism, out of everything, emotional things. So since we are educated, we can understand their tricks. Thank you. Sorry
Okay,
for
thank you,
taking
Mr.
so much
Dwivedi.
time.
That's okay. Okay, anybody else? Raymond, so where were you? Hi, Raymond.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing
Thank you.
well.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Yeah, the question is, where was I? Yeah, I was so busy. I was just talking to Azita and Ayushi and Kajir, and then I had to do some other activities. But I had a great talk in the beginning with them. Yeah, I really am thankful that they were there for me, asking questions, learning from them. I hope that tomorrow I'm early again to be here and
That's okay.
enjoy
I saw you. You were staying in a group and you did not leave the breakout room. You were staying there.
Yeah, I thought like I'm going to do something and I'm coming back running and going. So it's
That I also do sometime. I just close my camera and I mute myself and I go to do some work. Then I come back here. Okay.
okay. Yeah, I need to connect to my cell phone. Yeah,
Okay, fine. Thank you.
connect to the
Yes.
computer.
Ayushi, do you want to say
Ayush.
something? Ayushi wants to say something.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I enjoy in breakout room and all are supported with Raman sir, Ajita ma'am, and Jackie sir. I want to say thanks all of you.
Thank you, Ayushi, for speaking. Yes, Alali, do you want to say something? Are you here?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you always have the choose the best topic, and that's really great. And your PDF helped us very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Alali. And Aldres, hello, Aldres. Are you here? Aldres, then Azita. Okay, Azita, now you can speak something.
Thank you, as always. Our today's topic great. Thank you so much for providing this kind of subject. Yes, it was great, especially that question tag. Very useful for me. Thank you so much for explaining those question tags. And about question for discussion, it was great. Thank you so much. And learn a lot of things from each other in our breakout. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, there was rule number 16 which was left. I missed that rule, so I'm sharing that rule in chat box. You can read it. Okay, and yes, in chat box I'm sharing it. Just a minute. Unfortunately, I missed that. You can read the rule number 16.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Baljit, now it's your turn to speak. Baljit, then
Yes, sir.
Anita.
Yeah. Actually, sir, today I was busy, so I missed the breakout room. But I just wanna thank you all the participants, because whenever I discuss with especially Azita ma'am, Raymond sir, or Eduardo, so our conversation is not like a robot, because it is very interactive. Okay, we enjoy now. Ayushi told that I enjoyed my conversation because Raymond sir supported me, Ajita ma'am. So like this, because sometimes all are mix. Some advanced level, they are very expert, and some are new beginners, intermediate. So such type of sport that we get a chance to sport to each other. So that is a good thing that IUC, because actually she is my neighbor daughter, and she is my niece, but she got confidence only in 1 week. So that is a great thing that now she can give feedback, or she can answer any type of question. So that yeah, again I want to say thanks all the participants, all our breakout room participants, especially the Ajita ma'am and Eduardo and Raymond sir, because they are very sweet and very normal way they spot. So thanks to all of them.
Thank you,
And
Baljit.
especially the Shashiraj sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you, Raymond, and thank you, Azita, for supporting everyone and encouraging all the participants. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, Anita, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So today topic which I like most because of all questions pattern. Many times we are doing many mistakes. We know, but we are not implementing those all because of many reasons. We are not giving that much attention, which we should ask people something. So this will be really help me. But I need to learn. I need to study about all more. And then I will get then as a proper way. And questions about yeah, Alale, Tika, and me. We all three are there. We discussed many things. So we are all from, I mean, different countries. So about government, they are not trustworthy at all. Like you see, as every country, many people, they are not trusting because of their means talks. They promise to people other and doing the things other. So this is the difference because of our government. And education also, there is only one question about education related. So it is like online and offline classes. So it is also a very important to discuss. People, means children are having so many problems. They are not getting. They are because of online classes. Their parents are suffering because they sometimes they should be parents, sometimes they should be teacher too. So this is the difference, especially primary level students or primary level students. So these things also we discussed. And what about, I forget the questions, but yeah, we discussed. We didn't complete all questions, but what we discussed, it was good. It was wonderful, and topic also. But all questions is not regarding one topic. All questions are different. So that's we discussed many things. So, I
You
like
know,
most. And
yeah, the topic was related to grammar. It was a grammar chapter, so I could not bring the questions from that part. Otherwise, I would have given some exercises of question tags. Okay, but that is not required because you are here for doing some conversation. You are here for the practice. So I have chosen some different kind of questions.
Yeah. No, actually, it is good actually whenever you are always they are just choosing their questions. It's not about regarding one topic. So all questions is different. So that way we can discuss many things in a one day. So it is also good for all global members, which dear learner they can get chances to speak more regarding the different kind of questions. So they get chance more and more to talk, and even the by listening also getting so many ideas. So this is also a working.
Thank you,
So
Anita,
thank
for
you.
speaking.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Okay, now who wants to speak? Eduardo, do you want to say something?
Yes, and so it also here, I believe that pop culture or popular culture deserves a lot of study, yeah, because it has been changing throughout the years. Yeah, sometimes we had one kind of tradition and then another kind of tradition. Yeah, and for example, in the past, marriage was used to be an obligation, but nowadays, usually it's an option. Yeah, and also in the past, families were used to have more kids. Yeah, but nowadays, usually they are smaller than in the past. Many couples only have one or two or three kids, and more than four kids is rare nowadays. Yeah, and so it has been changing many times, and and the world is globalized, and so it also changes some traditions. Yeah, that's my point.
Thank you, Eduardo, for speaking. Now it's turn of speaking Marco. Marco, are you here? Marco. Marco, then Avni. Avni, are you here? Can you speak something? Avni and Jose Luis. Any of fun? Javed? Javed, you came late. Saji, you also came late.
Oh,
Yes,
hello. Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
Sorry.
I came late.
I'm working now. Sorry. Hello, my name is Jose, but I am late in this meeting. I don't know what is the question, but I could singing. Listen to some to everyone. I don't know. Then sorry because my English is very bad. I don't speak English well. Sorry.
I think that you speak well. But that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I speak? Can I take 1 minute?
Yeah, sure.
I'm from Chile. Nice to meet you.
Thank
I'm
you.
from Chile.
Yes, Ajit,
Okay,
do you want to say something?
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you. Can I take 1 minute, sir?
Yeah. I said you can speak.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I was late, very late. I joined just 5 minutes back, and I just got the link from Hang. So thank you for accepting me into this finishing session. So I couldn't get the topic actually, and you guys are doing a great job, a great inspiring, session. And from tomorrow onwards, I will try to join your session. Thank you. Thanks a lot
Thank you
for for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank
Saji.
you.
Okay, I have shared you our English Globally WhatsApp group link. You can join if somebody is new here, or she can join our WhatsApp group. Now I'm sharing my YouTube channel's link here. You all can subscribe and watch the videos. I generally upload our conversations video.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you
Thank
all
you
can
very
do
much.
all these
Definitely.
things. Thank you. Okay, now so I'm going to end the meeting. Thank you very much for joining, everyone, and I request you all people, please unmute yourself and say goodbye to all.
Goodbye,
Thank you,
guys.
Sasi. Goodbye
Thank you
to
very much.
all. Thank you. And especially for
Bye.
Brazil
Thank
people, I'm
you.
telling,
Thank you for
don't be
joining. Bye
disheartened.
bye. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
I see you.